And I'm Sam.
To fulfill your dream of going to the World Cup,
we're going to teach you how to play soccer.
Some of the most basic things you'll need in soccer are cleats that have spikes like these, or tennis shoes that Sam's wearing. If you're playing in travel or recreational, you're going to need to have shin guards and soccer socks that are the same color as your shorts.
Another thing you'll need is a soccer ball.
Just like this one right here. It has to be sized according to your age. If you're 13 or 12, you want to have a size 6 soccer ball. To start off, we'll show you some of the basic kicks that you'll need to know in soccer and the wrong way to kick a soccer ball. Scientific evidence proves that an exercise of these skillful techniques dating back to the 2nd and 3rd centuries BC in China was played, also known as the game of Shiju.
FIFA, French for International Federation of Association Football, oversees games like the World Cup. Official rules for soccer were created in the 1800s in England, when public schools began playing soccer. Though in North and South America the game is called soccer, if you travel to a European country, you'll most likely find that the people there call it football.
First way to kick a soccer ball is with the toe of your foot. Don't do this. You'll stub your foot when you kick it and it'll hurt a lot. It looks like this. That's the wrong way to kick a soccer ball.
When you kick the soccer ball to pass your teammates or shoot, you want to kick it with the inside of your foot. This. One of the ways to kick a soccer ball is with the laces of your foot. To do this, step next to the soccer ball with your left foot, lean forward, and kick it with the laces, like this.
There are 3 offensive positions.
Left.
Center.
And right.
The center will always take kicks.
The offense always stay in their section of the field and try to bring the ball to the goal. There's also 2 defensemen and 1 goalie.
The goalie is the one who guards the goal. 3 midfielders that are stationed between the offense and the defense. Their job is to pass the ball to the offenders who try to score. The 3 midfield positions are the same as the offense: the left midfielder, the center midfielder, and the right midfielder. The only one allowed to use his hands within the perimeter of the goalie box, which starts about here. In recreational and travel soccer, there are age groups called U age groups. These age groups are based on the year you will be next year, unless you were born after August 20th. For example, if you were born February 9th, 1996, and you're going to be turning 14 next year, you would be playing in the U14 age group.
If the other team kicks the ball behind your goal line, then your team gets to kick the ball at the corner of the goalie box. Be sure to kick it with the inside of your foot, like when you pass.
If your team kicks the ball past your goal, the other team will get a corner kick. You'll kick this the same way you kick a pass or a goal kick, with the instep of your foot like this. If one of the teams kicks the ball out on the side of the field, the other team will get a throw-in. You're going to take the ball above your head and step with your left foot, and then you're going to drag your right, like this. When you throw, it should look like this. The other person will then get it, and the game will resume playing.
Okay.
If there was a defender standing right in front of me at this very moment, I would probably use a technique called the no-look pass. With this technique, you want to look in the opposite direction of the way you're kicking. So if I was to kick it to the right where Sam is standing, I would look to the left and kick it to my right, like that. Except not into a bunch of flour, like that. Except not.
If there was a defender, I might use a technique called a confuse. I would kick it to the right while going around the left. Like this.
If you play as a defender, you want to learn some good defensive tactics, such as...
If an offensive player from the other team is dribbling towards your goal, you want to push them to the outside of the field so they don't stop. so they don't have as good shot at you.
If you're playing the goalie or keeper, if you're British, you want to bend your knees and put your hands out in front of you so you can block the ball or catch it. Always talk to your defenders and tell them when you can't see the ball, because then you may not be able to block an easy shot. If there was a soccer ball coming toward me and I was not able to dodge it, this would be a wrong way to block it. That's called that, as we said before, is called a handball. And then there's another way, if you use like your wrist or your fist. Ball with your fist and your wrist will result in a handball, and it's going to hurt. You will always want to hit the ball lower than your wrist and up to your elbow. It looks like this. That would not be considered a handball. Sometimes a referee will award your team a direct or indirect kicks. Indirect kicks are when the player with the ball must pass to a teammate before taking a shot on goal.
Direct kicks mean you can pass to a teammate or shoot on goal.
If you get a penalty inside the goalie box, your penalty kick will be taken 18 yards from the middle of the goal.
All other penalty kicks will be taken at the spot of the penalty.
There are many penalties in soccer, but one of the ones that happens most often is in tripping people, like this.
Another penalty in soccer is handball. You're not allowed to pick up the ball in the game unless you're the goalie.
Dun dun dun.
Another penalty is charging in a penalty.
Like this.
Another thing you should avoid is spitting at an opponent.
This will get you an automatic red card. That's illegal, and the goalie may only pick up the ball when he's inside the goalie box. If you go outside, your handball will be called as a penalty.
Another penalty in soccer is arguing with the referee. For example, that was a goal.
Hey, no, it wasn't. All of these penalties that we've shown you will give the other team
the penalty kick. A yellow card is awarded.
A red card will immediately expel you from the game.
If you get 2 yellow cards, then that counts as a red card.
There are no subs for people who get expelled from the game by a red card, and some penalties may automatically give you a red card.
There's 1 main referee and 2 assistant referees.
The assistant referees have checkered flags that they wave in the direction of which way the ball will go after the ball has been kicked out of bounds.
Also remember not to wear jewelry, such as
metal hair clips and hair bands, bracelets, chokers, necklaces, earrings, and anklets. Do not wear anything in your hair that could be pulled on, such as the ribbon I'm wearing now, and you must have your shirt tucked into your shorts when the game begins. In the event of the tie game, you will most likely have a penalty shootout where players take turns shooting penalty shots at a goal for the amount of time that the overtime will last for. The other way.
Some common soccer formations are
A 4-4-3, which is 4 defenders, 4 midfielders, and 3 forwards.
5-3-5-3,
which is, of course, 3 defenders, 3 midfielders, and 5 forwards. And lastly, the 6-2-3, which would be 6 defenders, 2 midfielders, and 3 forwards. There are many more skills in soccer. These are just the basics.
The things that we taught you are dribbling, shooting, throw-ins,
kicking, of course. And the most important of all, don't argue with your referees.
Now that you know the basic skills, you can begin learning more advanced things about soccer.
And finally fulfill that dream of going to the World Cup and playing players like Mia Hamm and David Beckham.